something
Not only do I
behind
find
it.
this one really upsetting,
This bro really picked up
artistically,
the
it's
card.
bland, and in terms of understanding a character, it is absolute donkey. Now, I say
Wait,
understanding a
there's an
character
iron.
because
Wait,
this is clearly
dude,
how
I
we come
found
to
the
see Ted Bundy,
alleys.
a character, not a man. Bundy has not
The
shown
blue
any public
guys.
face that is even remotely close to this cutesy little baby being born on screen.
I don't know. What do they even do?
Internet?
Hey.
It came out a few months ago.
Oh, they were
So,
engaged here.
I want to try a new thing
Yeah.
called
Oh,
Why Does Ted Come Clean Your Mess? Well, bye, Internet. Yes, this is how Ted Bundy would talk.
That means there's,
Absolute
like,
baby,
evokers
tiny
or
little
some-
shy man.
Are they,
Such
there's
a
multiple
happy
pages,
man
Tom.
who
Freedom!
shared his joy with the world.
Yeah, I need
So,
to. I need to
guys,
eat,
for real,
bro.
real question here. Real answers.
all of
Only
them.
real answers allowed.
Come here, boy.
What goes wrong in parenting? What goes wrong
One of
in
them
the
just
womb?
hanged a
To
creeper
create
explosion,
someone
bro. How much
who
health do they
genuinely
have?
observes and depicts Theodore
How do we take
Robert
these
Bundy like
These
I don't
this.
know.
Okay, guys, so I'm looking at this post.
Alloy.
Right here, right?
It's
Ted
like
Bundy, ex one of
alloy,
his
but with
girlfriends,
an A.
Elizabeth. Now, notice how I didn't say her
Maybe
last
they'll
name
just
because
follow
I know what her
us.
last name is. I do not know how to pronounce it. So, I googled her last name to figure out how to pronounce it, and it says she's a fictional character. It
Okay,
says
I'm giving
she's
this
a
guy a.
fictional
I'm
character
giving this guy a pumpkin.
played by Lily Collins in the movie Extremely
Take this
Wicked,
shit,
Shockingly
broski.
Evil, and Vile.
Oh,
So, when you go to search her up, you don't find the real
Oh, he's
person.
got that pumpkin,
You
bro.
find
What's he
out
gonna
that she's
do?
a fictional character.
There's another broski
I-
over here. Come here, broski.
I don't know.
Here, have some
I don't know
broski.
anymore. Okay, so Ted explains
What does he
this
do
post.
now?
More
Here
broskies
they're
over here.
together smiling
Wait,
or
can we keep?
whatever.
I want to keep them.
Here, uh-oh, spaghetti.
Yeah, what do they
Looks
do?
like some fighting's going on. The
don't know,
relationship
can we
ain't
put them
going
on
too
beats?
well. Now Liz is crying.
Do you have leads?
And then I guess they make out
Yeah, I
at
was
the end
about
of it all
to use them
because,
for the cow.
you know,
Okay, have an
sadness
item.
and
My goodness!
anger, that just leads to angry, sad makeouts.
How many
I guess.
leads do you
So
have?
they drew this relationship that
Three
way.
more left.
And
They're laughing
they
at
said,
us.
I did not draw this because
I
of the
still got
Netflix
my
movie,
pumpkin. Wait,
Extremely
no, this guy
Wicked,
doesn't have
Shockingly
any.
Evil, and Vile.
You have
I do this
strings on
based
my
on my
slime.
research about the real
I have
Bundys and
4 string.
Cleffer. I'm so sorry. I'm
This
really
kid is
sorry,
so
guys.
big and
I don't know
long.
how
You
to
want my
pronounce it.
string?
I mean no disrespect to any victim of Bundy's.
Oh, do you
Bundy
want my
is only
slime?
interesting to me, and you may
Take the
love
string.
him. I won't judge you if you do, but be careful. Love ya.
It's
So
right
for this
there.
video, I decided to go after the whole internet to find a much wider spectrum and
This
diversity
one?
of fans. And based on what I'm looking at here, I wonder if like a child made this, and I wonder
No.
whether or not that actually makes this worse. A child being
Wait,
a
I'll
fan of
just make-
Bundy. Or does that make it more excusable because they're a child? Like, I really don't
I'll
know.
just keep leading
Like,
these
they drew
allies.
Bundy with a girlfriend he was with at one point, and here they try to say, I'm not a bandwagoner or, like, enforce that idea that they
What are
are
we
one.
supposed
but
to
if
do
you
with
drew
them
this
now?
relationship based on the movie, it would be
I'm
less
gonna bring them
vile.
both.
If this artistic
It's gonna
piece
take you
was
an
based on the
era.
movie as opposed to based on the real world relationship, it would be more excusable
How much are you
because
gonna make?
you drew happiness,
Like an
Okay,
8.
I
You
have
drew
22
angst.
leads.
sadness, and
What?
intimacy.
How?
But you failed to
I
draw
used all
Ted
my
saying he
slime.
would break her neck, or Ted
I
trying to
only
kill her
gave
by
you
keeping
4
gas
string.
trapped in the house
I
by
used my
walking
string
off
as
the
well.
chimney. He said he
Oh,
gave
bro,
into
I-
his
Apparently,
urges one
when
night
you
and
craft, you
tried
get
to
2
kill
of them,
her.
So now I have 22.
But I can see this person didn't.
So what are we
really
gonna do
consider that.
now?
This art sums up the fandom.
I'm
They
gonna
see
go find
Ted
a
as an
spot
edgy
where-
angst deposit.
Yeah,
The
I'm
art
pretty
is
sure
all
I
cutesy,
killed all
but
the
then,
evokers.
oh
in
no,
there.
there's a dash of blood. Oh no,
Oh,
he's
okay.
bad.
I'm just
Bad
gonna bring
man,
them
but
outside
he's
and put
cute.
them in a
He's a
lead.
cute little bad man. He's only slightly bad.
No, I see
and
one
like this
running
art
away.
even makes him
Is
look
that
like a
yours?
victim.
Oh yeah,
as
that's
if he has been
one
wounded.
of mine, I guess.
Like as if he is troubled, as
You wanna
opposed to
lead?
his victims. Like almost as if some
I
sort
mean,
of
he
evil is
seems to be
consuming him, but
following
no,
me,
he chose
so-
that path. This is
Wait,
Ted
I'm
Bundy
gonna-
in the outfit
gonna
that
be-
is infamously seen in the hit or miss video.
This guy's owning
That
me.
is all.
Holy crap.
Alright guys, next post. Now, is it a video
What is
on
this?
There's a
serial killer
creeper.
worshippers if there is not someone
don't do
Hello.
it, my
saying someone else
allies.
is gay? No. The answer is no. It's a
Only a tough
requirement.
shot.
The
Because
killers
I'm gonna
must be gay.
shoot through
Here
the
we have
allies
Ted
and
Bundy
hit the
hugging
creeper.
Jeffrey Dahmer, because that's a huge ship in the fandom. Here's Ted Bundy and
Got 2 of
Dahmer
them.
shipped together again, but now
Nice.
they're vampires because, ooh, they're killers and they loved blood. I
don't
mean,
remember the way
Dahmer
out,
almost,
though.
like, makes
Yeah,
a
let's
bit
go
more
the way out.
sense
I wanna
since
bring
he
these
ate
allies,
people. But it's still kind of wrong. By
Come here,
kinda,
besties.
I mean very. Ted Bundy was a bisexual
way?
king.
They are
So
still
now we're getting
following
into some
me, but they just
slower
follow
text
me
post
now.
territory. When I say
Yeah, they're
slow,
wait,
just
I'm at
take
the
what you want with that
entrance.
word. So it's just
I'll
gross to
probably
try to
need
place him
healing.
on a pedestal or an
Where you at? I'll
LGBT
just use
icon.
these
Like,
allies to
there
follow
were
you.
no suggestions that Ted Bundy was
No, I've only
anything
got
other
one.
than straight. Dahmer was actually
one of them
gay,
went back to
but
me.
Bundy,
Okay, I'm gonna
no.
use these allies
It's
'cause
just
they're,
another
like,
example of
heading
the
towards
fetish
you.
of gay men,
There you
but
go.
pulling a
You should
wombo
just take this
combo by
one,
making
bro.
it a man who is
That one's
not
going
gay,
to me.
and also a serial killer. Ted Bundy was a bicon. Proof? Did Ted Bundy kiss boys?
Why so much
Yes.
hate?
I'm innocent and did
pick up that
nothing
guy.
wrong. Change my
Okay, let's
mind.
go.
The
Where
entrance.
are
He
you guys-
confessed
where
to
you guys
over
the
30
entrance?
murders. You think it's
hold on, I'm gonna take
embarrassing,
offense.
offensive,
There you go.
cringy, and ridiculous. We are making blogs
Come here,
simply to
broskies.
express ourselves and our interest in true crime and
Behind
killers
you,
in
Tim!
complete peace. You know what I find embarrassing, offensive, cringy, and ridiculous? That you make blogs about the TCC itself, spending/wasting your
It's a
time on a
sheep.
topic you hate
Check
and
that
are
guy out,
against,
bro.
instead of pursuing your own interest in your free
broskies.
time. All you're doing is being judgmental, arrogant, and mean. Yet you say we are stupid, monsters,
Whoa, that's the
psychos,
nether portal. Wait, your
etc.
portal
when we
spawned
are
right
not
next to
harming
my
anyone
house. How'd
and
you
are
not
not
see
planning
it?
to.
Like,
We see
instantly?
the good
Yeah,
in people.
I don't know,
We
'cause
have
I went out
empathy.
the other
We
way.
can understand,
This
and
guy,
we
bro.
literally try everything in our power
Hey, is
to
that all
prevent
the
any
alley?
killing from
Come here.
happening. And that
Come here, bros.
It's a
It's
They're all
reality.
baby zombie, bro.
expressing an interest in true crime is different than expressing your love for Ted Bundy.
put
Being interested in
these
true crime is not
alleys
bad. I've said this
right-
before. I'm not trying to argue that it is.
What do they
You need to look at this
do?
post
Like,
from
what
the
are we
lens of
supposed to
seeing
do?
it in Ted Bundy
Trying to
admiration
kill you.
tags.
Oh wait, this one guy
Going
followed
down
me,
to,
and he's not
we
led.
see the good in people and having empathy. I think it's more
This
so about
guy,
understanding
bro.
what led someone like Bundy to do what he did rather than sit back
they
and
just
see
follow
good in
you
him
now.
after he did that. Like, oh no, there's still good in him.
Man's going up
He
the
hasn't
tree.
turned
So
completely to the
what are we
dark side
supposed to
yet.
do with
Like, this isn't a kid's cartoon.
Oh, you want to keep
Like,
them
the
here?
man is not changing.
Does he seem
And
like you've done?
I'd like to know how the TCC is
the
trying to stop
alley do?
killings.
Bro, it's
Scientists found a
ages
cure
away,
for finding
though.
Ted
Like,
Collect
why
Bundy
would
items for
attractive.
you.
Oh no,
It will
time to
hunt
beat
around
me
in the nearby
alive.
until it has
They're
gathered
proudly
a stack.
saying they find Bundy attractive. Moving on.
Oh,
So these
Today,
guys
I
are
tried to
hunting for
explain to a
rotten
friend why
flesh now.
Bundy
Is
was
that
almost
what you're
perfect.
telling me?
I tried to explain how the only things I find to be
Why?
imperfect about him was his last kill
And that
and
one
his
guy's
use of
hunting
his
the
own name
pumpkin.
when luring women away. I
Yeah.
tried to explain how that made sense
That
to me.
guy's the
I
real
tried
Chad,
to explain my
bro.
unyielding
I'm just gonna
obsession.
bring one
I
home.
tried to
Which
explain
one
the
of you lucky
inexplicable
mofos are
relation
gonna-
I feel
Bro,
to him.
just take
I
all
tried
of
to
them, bro. I
explain
don't
why
want
she doesn't have to
those.
worry about me. I
Yeah,
tried
but
to
are you gonna
explain
stay
that
here?
I like feeling this
No.
way. I tried to explain
Yeah,
my
then
feelings for
just leave him
Todd.
here.
I tried to explain what I see in a man
Why?
who killed 7+
We're not gonna
people.
come back
I
to
tried to
here.
explain that I am
I
safe
will.
with Todd.
They can
I
chill
tried to
here.
explain how important he is
Okay,
to me.
bro.
Better than him
I
being in
tried to
prison. They're in
explain
the
why she
free.
shouldn't tell anyone. I tried to explain my personal brand of crazy,
Except they're not free.
and she understood.
Can you turn carpet
I don't really
into
know what this
wool?
is, but it scares me.
I don't know.
Like, they're
Surely.
condoning his actions, and I'm really scared they're gonna go and carry something out in person. Like, they're gonna follow through with something.
I have grey
If you use
wool.
the E slur, you're
Where?
uneducated. If you use the E slur, you're uneducated. If you use
Where
the E
did
slur,
this
you're
come
uneducated. If
from?
you use the E slur, you're uneducated. If you use the E slur, you're uneducated. If you use Yeah, I can't do this. This is no. So let's go over some Bundy Twitter drama, shall we?
Okay, well, I'll
A
leave
few
a bit
Twitter
in
posts
that
on here,
chat
I
in
probably
case anyone
omitted a
wants
bunch,
it,
but
but I'm gonna
basically,
go other
back in
places now.
August, there was some sort of
bring
drama
one of
going
the
online
back.
where
You want the
kids and
books?
fans were going against Bundy fans
yeah.
for some reason.
Let me just grab
and then
all of these
eventually
things
people
from them.
started saying, like, don't use the E slur. E slur being electric chair. So this fandom known as Ted Nation for Ted Bundy on Twitter
Hunting.
kind of got raided out.
I think
with
they're
people
moving
who
around 'cause they're
weren't
hunting.
in Ted Nation, and then a bunch
Okay,
of
there you go. Now
trolls
they're not
started
hunting.
happening.
Yeah,
so
now
the
they're gathered
Ted
up.
Bundy
Well,
fandom went under
broskies.
fire back in August. So that's that. If you want to go on Twitter and try to find Ted Nation, you're probably gonna find trolls right now. But there was actual drama around the
I guess
E
you didn't
slur.
need help. The help arrived a
The
bit
E
too
slur.
late.
Don't say the
Yeah,
E slur.
this
Don't
guy,
say
bro.
the E slur. Don't say the E slur. Saying things multiple times means it's
I
important.
bring all of these
I'm
alive
so
now.
livid with the people in the
I don't
Ted
know,
Bundy
man.
talk. The people
Anything
cheering
else?
when
I
he's being
have
sat on a
an
chair
anvil.
piss me off. Drunk college
Damn
kids that
it,
are using it as
though.
an excuse to drink, also cheering.
How'd you get an
Death
anvil?
is nothing to cheer
There
about.
was one
Frick them,
inside.
and that stupid
I
bitch
also have a
escaped
name
him.
tag.
I'm
I
sorry,
have the
but I'm
name tag.
pissed. He
There's
deserves
a zombie
to die.
in full
Fuck
leather
you.
over here.
You aren't God. Was Bundy a good
Bro,
person?
stack.
No. Did he deserve to die? No. He
Well,
definitely
I'm just
deserved
gonna
to
go
pay
on
for
my
his
way,
crime, but
man.
he was still
I'm outta
valuable.
here.
He could really help
Are you
the
the
FBI.
adventurer
Edit.
to me?
Also, that jury
Oh,
that
yeah,
sent him to
bro.
death is dumb. Teeth marks are not a good way to
What's
determine if
next?
someone
I'll
is
find them
guilty.
on you.
Like FFS.
It'll be
Edit.
crazy.
Ocean
Not a
Monument.
groupie or a troll. Celebrating death
Yeah.
or saying they deserve to
I've
die
already
is
found
basically
one.
the same thing as
You
killing
want
a
you
person,
want to clear
in
that
my
out with me
opinion.
and make a.
I
make a-
understand he killed 36 people, potentially
Bro, that
100
takes
with his
12
youngest
years.
victim
We're not
being
gonna be
12.
playing this
Still
server
doesn't
long
warrant the
enough to
death
do that.
penalty. Also,
Yeah,
had
we
he not
will.
sabotaged his
Said unedited?
plea deal, he wouldn't have gotten the death
Yeah,
penalty.
but the thing is,
At first,
I'm
this thing
not.
starts off like maybe it's someone who hates
Yeah, you are. I'll
death,
just
no
ask
matter
you to
how
hop
bad
on.
the
You're like,
person
yeah,
was.
let's play some
But then they
sand
call
with you.
Carol DeRange. a woman who escaped Bundy, a witch.
Hello.
She's a witch because she didn't
Yeah.
let him kill her.
Hi, Tom's dad.
No, and also no clue
Okay.
how he really would have helped the FBI. The only information this man provided was when he
Can you
needed
say
to
hi to him
postpone
for
his
me?
death
Oh, there is
sentence.
a lady.
And then it was a
Put
whole
the-
lot of
put
talk
back
with
in
no
chat.
substance. If you watch his interviews or confessions, you'll actually be baffled by the amount of words he's speaking without delivering any sort of information.
Yes.
And the teeth marks matched his mouth
Yes.
exactly, so this is one of the best pieces of evidence you could ever really
much.
hope for. I thought this was a troll, but honestly, I've seen worse things that weren't trolls, so I don't know at this point. Retweet to join a Ted Bundy group chat. Must be funny, must be skinny. Might be a little selective. With everything that I said earlier, I mean, I know this is like a really bad fandom, and I know we should have canceled them like a really long time ago, but we actually absolutely have to cancel them now because
I'll set you free in our cave that we're in.
things like this, guys, they're fat shaming.
Or should I put them in a
They're
dome?
fat shaming now. What if I'm not skinny enough? What if I'm not skinny enough to join that
Come here.
group chat, but I got the heart for
What's she
Bundy?
doing?
They're just gonna exclude me because my thighs are a little thick? My thighs too thick for you, Sharon? Where's all the Bundy fans before Zac Efron? Don't worry, I'll wait.
What's your
There's
opinion
people
on
trying to gatekeep this community.
yeah, I have no
This
idea.
isn't something to be proud of.
What's
Fuck, you
your
should be able to
opinion
let
on
anybody in.
the idea
Why would you try to
of
gatekeep
an
the Bundy
opinion?
fandom? My god, half the people in there are trolls. People who are fascinated by
Sure,
serial
what-
killers
how-
are more intelligent
well, what's
than
your
others,
opinion on
say
feet?
experts. Be it binging on true crime documentaries or trying to get me
On
a fictional
go,
character, psychologists are claiming that
Okay, one more
doing
lead.
it
Like
is an
low-key or
evolutionary
high-key?
benefit. Alright guys, we have to cut it
Low-key,
off
bro.
here because this video has been deemed incorrect. As this
Actually,
one
I'm
source
about
states,
to.
those with a true crime
don't
interest
you
have a
do it.
superior
Why
intellect,
go through the
and
nether?
finding
I
true
don't know if
crime
they'll do
fascinating
very
is
well in
obviously
the
the same
nether.
thing as thirsting over Bundy,
Okay,
so
let's walk
thus,
back.
these pure Ted Nation
Found a
Bundy
big-ass shipwreck.
intellectuals have
Bro,
destroyed
what's your
us
coordinates?
with their enormous brains.
Man's
They're
gonna
skinny
call it
brains
an
though, guys.
airstrike.
Don't get it confused with fat, big brains. They are skinny
That's
brains,
so much
not thick
iron.
brains, but enormous brains. Brains of pure intellect. Intellectual brains.
She got like 20 iron
Mind
out
that
of
is
one shipwreck
smart.
chest.
Sorry, smart pink organ in head. Here's some
Where's the second
quote-unquote
one?
jokes.
Aren't there two?
I think Arthur Fleck has a better shot at stand-up than these people. Dahmer says, eat his dink, sis. Bundy says,
There are
she
usually
can't run
two
if you
chests
break
in a
her legs.
shipwreck, right? I'm
Car
not sure.
salesman
It
slaps
depends on
roof
the
of
type of
car.
shipwreck.
There are different types of shipwrecks.
This
Oh, I
bad
found
boy
the
can
second
hide
one.
your
It's
body
above
after
the
I hit
water.
you
I
over the
didn't-
head with my
Ooh, there's a treasure
Just
map. I
do
know
it.
what I'm
Ted
next.
Bundy, crowbar, and charming look.
Oh wait,
What's your
there's
coordinates?
3.
That was
What?
awful. So now we're moving into the real thirsty
I got
content.
leather
We're moving
pants
into
with
some real,
unbreaking 3.
questionable posts here.
Wonder-
So it's about to get real stinky. Brace yourself.
I got
This
bamboo.
post said Ted is baby. He's literally just smiling. That's it. Hands down, the hottest gif I've ever seen. This person has to find him attractive for his friends. There is no other reason. He's not attractive
Got
enough to
bamboo.
elicit this reaction.
Yeah, I got bamboo out of a
But
shipwreck
it's
chest.
this is
My knee just
this is
broke.
pure
Holy
stink.
shit.
I probably censored it because YouTube no likes.
Yeah.
Basically, it's an edited photo
Like,
where
you know when
viewers
your-
have macho bodies.
Your knee's gonna
Close.
click and like
Yes.
click your knee,
Here's
but
the
then it
photo.
really
This person
hurts.
says, it's a simultaneously the best and worst shirt I've
Average
ever spent money
experience
on. This
of
shirt is
someone
Ted
who has
Bundy's
knees.
face, repeatedly plastered all
Is that
over.
like everyone?
Could you imagine
Yeah.
spending money on a shirt with Ted Bundy's face all over it? And as if that's not bad enough, this is another person
Well, break
who
into
got
the
a
damn
shirt
lead,
with
you
Bundy
stupid
on
little
it. And now
cunts.
this person
Yeah.
has another shirt associated
Quite
with
real
Ted,
of you to
but it's
say.
more so the type of shirt that you'd wear to cosplay the
Where's the
person.
spawn?
And they say,
Carl,
you are
surely
my
you don't
everything,
back in time
Ted.
with this one.
Love you always.
Is
So
it
hearing his
0
post to wear
0?
Bundy like that, it's just awful.
I don't know,
It's
I'm
a
just going
horrible
to 0-0. I
decision,
hope
but
I find it.
it's not permanent. Let's spice
thought
things
the
up and
spawn
look
point
at some
was just
dedicated
0-0,
fans.
like
This
always.
individual
Oh wait, I
decided
can
to
just do
get a
some math
tattoo
with the
of Bundy's teeth
calculator.
imprints. He left bite marks on his victims, and this is one of the most damning pieces of evidence in his trial.
You talking
And this
about
person
blood?
is wearing that on them. It's so
It's like 80
disrespectful.
something.
Think about the victims, their
You're
families,
80 something.
perhaps just integrity. It blows my mind, and it's
Losing
weird
my
too because
mind.
it could be like a role play thing.
I want
Like
to
Bundy bit his
do
victims, and it's
something,
like, ooh, now I have a
but I
bite
don't
mark.
know
I'm one of
what
Bundy's
I want to
victims.
do.
Like
Hey,
I could
love
see it.
pool. I know what I
I could
want
see
to
it being
do.
used
Oh,
that
the
way.
berry